Hi friends, Cole here. So happy to be coming at you from Austin, Texas with YOGATX. I've been traveling for the last couple of years, so was doing some stuff all over really, and now I'm swinging back through. So I'm back with the crew in Austin right now. So really excited to be juicing up, making some yoga medicine to get out for you all. So I look a little different. My hair is gone. I got a new tattoo. Things are shifted a little bit, but yeah, things are good. Things are good and happy, and I am excited to be back in this space with you. So it's about that time. I know the holidays are coming up, and this is what I wanted to talk about a little bit today, is talk about a little bit of stress management. How about that? So most of us have some sort of holiday. I know that you all are watching from all over the world, which is so amazing. But most cultures have some sort of holiday celebration around this time of year, winter solstice or Christmas or Hanukkah, lots of different things. And that involves a lot of family, and we have many of us have some tricky family navigations. We love them, we can't stand them, all the things that that family brings, but ultimately it's our relationship with how we're doing with ourselves is what translates with how we interact with those we love, those that we're close to. So really getting centered here allows us to show up in ways that we can let people be who they are. We can let the crazy uncles and the goofy aunts be them and just show up and appreciate them for who they are. And it can shift, it can really shift some holiday stress around a little bit. So we're going to just focus on the breath. And I also want to talk about the nervous system a little bit, the parasympathetic nervous system especially. So we have two parts of the nervous system, the sympathetic, which is arousal, they call it fight or flight, is commonly named. And this is when we sense that something is dangerous, unsafe, and we get ready to do what we need to do, to run or to freeze or to fight, all of these things. So often just thinking about family or thinking about the holidays makes us oof. So some of the things we do is we shift the shoulders forward. Really what this is doing is protecting the heart, protecting the throat. So when you think about us being in animal bodies, this would be our most vulnerable place. So we're still in animal bodies. We're just in a newer everything around us. But so this crouching, this is all part of protection, sympathetic system. We want to get more into the parasympathetic system, which is settle and soothe and rest and digest. You may have heard. This is just this I'm chill, things are good, it's Christmas. That's what we want to go into. And this isn't just for the holidays. This is really for anything. Social anxiety comes up at work, at parties, at different things. But whenever we can learn to kind of talk to our bodies in some new ways. And our nervous systems were formed way before we had language, way before we learned how to speak in, our long-term kind of evolution. So that's why talking ourselves out of stories or talking ourselves out of stress, talking ourselves out of the proverbial ledge often doesn't work because our nervous system doesn't understand language. It understands our breath. So the breath is the language of the nervous system. So it's really important that we learn to emphasize our exhale, that we learn to regulate our breath. And these are kind of like the levers and the gas pedals to get into that space. So let's close our eyes down for a moment and we'll just give it a little practice. So close your eyes down. Make any movements that you need to make, any wiggles, any swirls or swivels, and we'll find a spot of stillness. Maybe we set this overreaching umbrella of an intention, also called the sankalpa, of what we're wanting to to bring to the gatherings that we come to, whether it be for the holidays or whether it be, a social gathering or familial gathering. That really we're a species that thrives and really necessitates connection. The first thing that we do whenever we're born is we make eye contact, because we need to bond. We need to be able to bond in order to survive. Our survival mechanism is this cooperation that we have, and we need bonding for that. And we live in a day and age now that it's so easy to isolate ourselves. We can get anything we need. We can order the food in. We can stay online, work from home. We really miss this connection, this oxytocin, these bonding chemicals that our body produces when we're with others. And we can get in patterns to where we have anxiety around the connection. So it's coming back to a place where we can settle within ourselves, then we can come back to, showing up and being seen for and by other people. And settling into your breath. And we'll do a practice where we'll have a longer exhale than we do an inhale. So let's do a 3-count inhale and a 5-count exhale. So what this is going to do, the exhales talk to the parasympathetic. The inhales talk to the sympathetic. So really every breath you take throughout the day for your entire life, your inhales activate your sympathetic, your exhales activate your parasympathetic. And they need that balance. They do need one another. We need the sympathetic so we're not just a puddle on the floor. And we need the parasympathetic so we're not, hanging onto a ledge all the time. So they do work together, these polarities. Let's begin. Full inhale, natural. Full exhale. And then inhale 1, 2, 3, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And continue on. And let it be smooth in the body. So see if you can smooth out the edges. With every exhale, allow yourself to root a little more into your seat, to let the shoulders drop a little farther away from the ears. You're welcome to continue this breath. You can come to a natural breath. And often thoughts of our family bring up old traumas. And many of us may not have a family to go to at all, and that in itself brings up sensations of loneliness and grief. We have so many different flavors of the way that we human, everybody's flavors of life are so different on the outside, though we share a lot of things on the inside. Lots of different, the human thread of emotions. They all express themselves in different ways. So whatever is coming up for you around the holidays, let yourself feel what you feel. Maybe it's anger, maybe it's joy, grief, sadness. And don't repress these emotions. Allow yourself to feel them and then breathe into them. Send exhale to them and see if you can unburden possibly any of the stagnant emotions that aren't serving anymore. Sometimes we can let go and sometimes we're not ready to, and that's fine as well. Just knowing that anything that you're feeling is valid, and anything that comes up is your experience, and it's okay. We make room for all of the flavors of human. Because we all have all of them. And I think the holidays have so much pressure. And where can we release the pressure valve? Where can you send a little more exhale? Where can you release the shoulders a little bit more? Come more into the parasympathetic, more into this place of safety. And when we feel safe, we are allowed to be more empowered. We can step more into this feeling of, I am here, I deserve to be here, my choices are mine. And then showing up from that place. And maybe releasing some of the old stories, the old patterns that often tend to come right back up when you're with the people that you're closest to. Maybe a different perspective is able to come out. And maybe it's not. But working to allow ourselves the space, welcoming the space for something to be different. And that's a prerequisite for anything to shift. Take one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly and just tell yourself whatever is going on, whatever isn't going on, whatever sensations and emotions are flowing through you and the ones that are not. Everything is good. All feelings are welcome. And as we slowly get to know ourselves more, we can begin to trust ourselves more, to trust our instincts, our intuition, our inner guidance. And this creates an ability to choose where we show up, to choose where we step away. And remember that we have empowerment. And we're building empowerment on our mat. And learning to speak with our emotions, learning to speak to our bodies through our breath, through our movements, through our postures. And you're doing the work. So be patient with yourself as you navigate friends, family, all through the year, not just now. And we're always learning. This is all a practice. Whenever you feel a little tight, a little tense, emphasize your exhale. Maybe exhale longer than the inhale. Maybe make it audible. Hum, sighs, any of that helps to stimulate this rest and digest, this soothe and settle system. And one more big inhale. Sigh out the mouth. And slowly release the hands. And open your eyes. And I hope that you have a beautiful holiday experience, whatever way that looks, whether you're by yourself, whether you're with family, whether you're with new friends, maybe traveling. And be patient with yourself. Be kind. Remember to emphasize your exhale. And whenever you have time, come back to your mat. And I'll be putting out some more videos here on YOGATX. So you can come back here to find me. And I think that's it. I'll see you next time. Peace.